Hi guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see if I can clean this lens a little bit. I think that's good. Yep. Right. Hi everybody, welcome to Bella Fountain TV. Welcome to the Bella House. If this is your first time here, you're very much welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And for all the new subbies, please remember to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I'm live or I upload a video, you will not miss a thing. And if this is your very first time or first live here, please just drop it and say first time here so I can give you a special shout out. I'm just going to share the video on Facebook so we can get more people to join us and we can start. Greener pasture. Hi, my beautiful sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your first in the house. Welcome, sis. I hope you're doing okay. I'm just going to share the video. Thank you, sis. Thanks. I'm just going to share the video and then we can start. Hopefully, a few more people will join us and then we can start. Okay. Mommy CV Mensch. Oh, my mommy, my mentor. Welcome, Mommy CV. Welcome to the Bella House. Always a delight to have you here. I'm just going to share just 2 minutes and then we can start. I hope you're doing okay, Mommy CV. How is your day? How is baby Pearl, the precious Pearl? Okay. I'm just gonna share. Oh, doing great. Thank God for that. Good to know. Okay. Please like and share as you come in. I beg una come Russian bomb in the building, my sisters, my backbone. Crochet Squad, that's new. Hi, Crochet Squad. Is this your first time? Please, if this is your first time in the Bella House, it's the first time, and I can give you a special shout out. Oh, okay. A silent follower. Okay. Hi, Andy, and my beautiful sis. Welcome. Hi guys, Annie Egalite is my one beautiful sis, a YouTuber as well. She does amazing reviews. Check out her YouTube page. Please do check out her YouTube page. She's really sweet. Love the jumper. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Please like and share as you come in. I'm just going to just send this to few people and then we can start. Okay, I think we are good to go. I think we're good to go. My bumper protection, loyal to you always. Ah, greener pasture, you and Russian bomb. Please like. I see 8 people, 6 likes. Please like, and we can start. It's going to be an interesting topic today, as you all have seen on the poster. It's really nice, and I would love to pick your brains. As always, drop your comments. Let's make it more engaging and learn from each other as always. Okay, we have a huge fountain of knowledge between us all, and so just like the other shows, I hope to actually learn from you all, and also I hope that you guys can pick one or two things from the show. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, we are a little family. We love each other, we support each other, we have fun, and we share ideas. So feel free to drop your comments. Crochet Squad, I know you're silent follower, like you mentioned, but please do feel free to drop your comments and let us know what you think about any of the discussions we are having on this platform. So yes, good. Good. So before we go into today's topic, there's just something I want to draw our attention to. So it's can I just say it's a little advice or so. I would like to say we need to. It's almost like I want to say we need to preach or practice what we preach. Okay, and there's a reason why I say so. It's always good to practice what you preach. All right, darling. Because very recently, we all have heard of Dr. Belinda Babila, who is this amazing lady who is trying to project Cameroon on the movie map. And she's recently been to Cameroon to launch her movie, The Bamboozler, and which was a huge success, as we all saw over the media. And there's this nonsense on social media about her going away when her son is in incarceration, which first of all are all lies. Okay, and the whole hypocrisy about this thing is these same people who are bringing out this fake news are saying she is not focusing on bringing up her child and rather going out enjoying herself and having fun. First of all, even if it were true that her son is in incarceration, life doesn't have to end, okay? And she's working. She is working. She's not there drinking and partying like some others would do, some other women would do. She's there hustling and making a name. And to first of all, remember, a certain amount from this movie, proceeds from this movie would go to for a charitable cause. So that's already an exceptional reason why she should be out there doing this work. Okay. And so it's not like she's having a party which is useless or has no justification. And even if she was, her life has got to go on, even if her son or daughter was in jail or West Germany, as we all know. So the second hypocrisy I want to say here, the same person saying, oh, she's a bad mom and castigating her, are the worst example, the last people to speak. The hypocrisy I could not stand. The hypocrisy I can't stand. Before you go judging others, make sure you're clean or white as crimson. I mean, crimson is not even white, as pure white as snow. Okay, because you talking, it's the same. You're the same person who sits there spitting out profanities in the presence of a baby. Yet you're saying, Dr. Belinda is a bad mother. I don't get it. It's laughable. Okay, I wonder what you're teaching your girl child, that it's okay to use all these disgusting words and spit profanities left, center, backward, so people can see her. Is that the only way you can get attention? How sad and disgusting. It's distasteful. And what is funny is the same person will claim. So you sit there in your little corner. I call it like a traditional corner with your blue traditional curtain, and you're there on this same show where Dr. Belinda is being castigated, and you're saying, oh, she's left her child to be raised by social media. Yet you are sitting on a platform where a woman is carrying a baby and shouting profanities, the baby is crying, and this person cannot even pay attention to the baby. Stop all the hypocrisy. We see through you all. Okay? Let's remember, practice what you preach. because you'll be held accountable. For those who are very accountable, you'll be held accountable. No one is perfect, but do not go throwing stones at glass houses when you live in one. So that's a little aside. I just wanted to make sure that we are clear with it. For those people who are going around judging others when they are the last people to talk, should be very careful. Okay, that's just my message before we get into our topic for today. Right, let me see. I can already see people writing, so I'm just going to read a few. Yes, Auntie CV. Annie Egalite has got a page. It's called Annie Egalite. Check on YouTube. Exactly, Russian bomb. When did parents start suffering for the sins of their children? Is giving birth to them not enough? Even if it's a part. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Right. Please like the video. Like the video. I can see 13 and we have 10 likes. Please remember to like. If you don't know how to like, you have to come out of the live show, like it, and then go back right in. So today's topic, as you all see, I actually enjoyed the reaction that I got from the time I put up the poster for this topic, because I think the pay-as-you-go relationship caught the attention of so many people. And also the additional title to it, which is investments in relationship gone wrong, is something that I know can trigger something in people's head or minds, and they will start thinking. And that's what I want. I want us to start thinking, or actually speculate as to what we will be discussing today. Please like the video as you come in. So as you all know, I've mentioned over and over, most, if not all, of my topics are actually inspired or prompted by current events or events that have happened, maybe to myself, to people I know, or I've read on the blogs or on the news or in the news, and then I will bring it forward so we can talk and we can learn from it. And there's no difference with this one. Okay, so today's topic is about investment in a relationship and what to expect when that happens. Okay, so investment in a relationship can be both emotional and financial, but for the purpose of this topic for today, we will focus on the financial side of it only. Okay, so just for this purpose, so we'll not talk about the emotional investment in a relationship. We're focusing on the financial. Anita, welcome, darling. Welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Go call them, Russian bomb. Bring them in. Please like the video as you come in. Like. So for the purpose of this discussion, we are going to focus on the financial side of it. Okay. Now, a lot of us are slowly forgetting or losing sight of the importance of a partnership or a relationship. Grace William, welcome, sis. Welcome, my beautiful sis. Good to have you. We are forgetting the true meaning of a relationship. Okay, and relationship here, I'm focusing on boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband and wife. Okay, or wife or husband. We are living in a world where sexuality is very diverse now. So we are forgetting the true meaning of a relationship. Okay, we are forgetting a relationship has to do with commitment, with loyalty, with compassion, with empathy, with support. It's about partnership. Okay, it's about being there for each other, listening to each other, encouraging and motivating each other to grow in that partnership or union. That's the importance of a relationship. And we're kind of carried away by all the earthly things or wealth or thinking about money. When people think about relationship nowadays, it's like, what is in it for me? Hi, Blanche Ingram TV. Welcome, baby sis. Welcome. Blanche Ingram, guys. I'm sure some of us positive, the positive family, we've seen her before on one or two platforms. She's a new YouTuber, so we can visit her page and show her some love. So welcome, Blanche. So we are a lot of people are so much focused on what is in it for them financially, okay? And that's where the problem is. And that's where it can go all south, or it can actually go sour, okay? When we lose track of the true meaning of a partnership or a relationship, we are bound to experience those things that we really don't wish for ourselves in any relationship that we find ourselves in. So I'm going to use two stories, okay, for us to actually understand the topic for today. The two stories I want to use. The first will be, I'm sure you all know, or most of you know about Mercy Egbe. Mercy Egbe is a renowned Nollywood actress. Okay, we all know her. And she got married to this guy not too long ago, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. So fairly new, a fairly new bride, still finding a way in her husband's house. And so I read on the blog, actually 2 blogs, that because she's the second wife, okay? She's the second wife. To God be the glory. Welcome, darling. That's a new name. Is this your first live? If this is your first live, please feel free, feel at home. You're welcome. Like the video and remember to turn on your notification bell when you subscribe, okay? So we all know about Mercy Egbe. So she's married to this guy, but before she got married to this guy had a wife, right? He had a wife. And when this guy brought in Mercy Egbe, the first wife was not happy. She wasn't going to have any of that. So she moved out of the house, okay? So they're separated. Later on, she came back to say to Mercy Egbe and her estranged husband to move out of the house because apparently she co-owns this house with her husband. So it's almost a 50-50, okay? So she's asking them to move out. And rightly so. If she actually co-owns this house, she has the right to actually, want them to move out or sell the house and give her 50% of the proceeds. It's her right legally. She's legally entitled to that. But then what caught my attention, from this post were some of the comments that were left, under the post. And particularly some people were saying to this the first wife that she needs to stay, okay, that she needs to stay in the marriage. Why did she move out? First of all, that she needs to go back because she is the rightful owner of that man and his wealth and all, because apparently she met him when he was a nobody, and together they worked. That she's invested in the relationship, both financially, and the guy has gotten some economic power, and he is what he is today because of her. So why should she leave for another woman to come in and enjoy? So that's my question now is, has it come to a level where we are now equating our investment in the relationship, okay, with our security or safety or well-being in the relationship? That's the question I asked when I read those comments. Okay, it's okay for us to invest in the relationship financially. Okay, it's absolutely fine, because when you're in a relationship, all you want is to grow together, to make a comfortable life, be it emotionally, physically, or financially. But like I said, in this case, we're focusing on the financial. So this lady apparently has sacrificed financially in her relationship with the husband, Mercy Egbe, now husband at the moment. So the estranged wife apparently had sacrificed a lot for them to grow together and have this huge financial success. And people don't want her to leave, but she left. She left because she has her own moral standards and moral principles that she wasn't going to compromise for anything. She wasn't ready at all for a second wife to move in. She was like, I'm everything. I'm you know, a full woman. Why do you need another woman? To her, she wasn't going to settle. And that's something that we as women or men need to understand. You must not settle. You shouldn't settle for less. You shouldn't put your standards down because you want to please others or please somebody. Okay, so people are asking her to stay in a relationship where she's not happy because she's invested money in, and this man is now a well-to-do person. This should not be the case, because what's the point of you staying in a relationship where you're not happy just because you've invested in that relationship? I don't think so. And what we need to understand is, when you're investing in a relationship, don't put in your mind that you have to get your return back, financially especially. Okay, when you invest in your partner, think of it as a gift. And I'll tell you why I say so. Annie is saying Mercy. Annie is saying Mercy Egbe in this case is a gold digger. Ah! Oh, Annie, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But you sound like you know a bit more about the case. Okay. Women say no to joint account. Build yourself. Don't totally dependent on your husband, of course. And Mercy Egbe is a gold digger. She snatched her friend's husband and wants everything she worked for. That's what I'm saying. So so I'm saying, when you invest in a relationship, especially if you're in a partnership like a husband or a wife, even if a boyfriend or girlfriend, do not expect anything in return, because it's almost like it's a gift in that relationship. You're gifting that person the investment, because you have to also invest in yourself. Remember that. So if you're giving an investment in the person, don't always expect a return, because human beings, we are not like fixed capital. You're not like land. You're not land that you go and buy and it just stays there and the value of it just increases. Or you're not like a business where you invest in it and you expect your return to come or a loss. It's not like we are not like a human being. Is not like a bank where you go and put money and you expect interest rates from there, because we have emotions. Human beings, we have emotions. Our values or our goals in life could change, and we want to move away. Okay, so our goals in life may not synchronize with the initial goals that we had with our partners from the beginning, and we have the right and the freedom to move away. And if we are moving away, you can't physically force us to stay. Okay, you can't physically force somebody to stay. I mean, in this case, yes, this lady is going to maybe ask them to move out and they will sell the house and give her 50% of the proceeds. But in the case where she didn't have that house, people are asking, because she's worked so hard, people want her to stay in the relationship just because she's invested in that relationship. I would say no. It's a bad idea. No one should think about it, because it can only end poorly. It can always, and that's why you see a lot of couples, we hear of people deleting their partners. We hear of how people quarrel their wives, their husband, because they feel like they've invested so much into them, and then they end up not, having any return or reward from that investment. You guys, you all know of cases where a man goes to the village, or a girl goes to the village, or in a city, and marries a partner, or gets into a relationship with one another, and then the other person is slightly better off financially, sends the other partner to school, they graduate, and then they become financially self-sufficient or independent. Okay, and sometimes the other partner could feel intimidated or threatened by the sudden financial independence of the other partner as well. Or sometimes the partner who has suddenly gained this financial freedom thinks they've arrived and they're so arrogant and rude. Okay, and then you see the person who sent them, who invested in them, getting so angry and frustrated that they've spent all their time and money to send them to school, and look at what's happening. Look at what's happening. They don't care about them. They're rude to them. And so out of frustration, they delete the other partner. We've heard of those cases so many times. How many times have we heard about people killing their wives who are nurses in the States? I'm not trying not to use this word, deleting their wives or husbands who are in the States, they've sent them to school. Or I have brought him or her from Africa and into the diaspora, and then they feel they've arrived. And this is something we need to remember, especially those of us who go, and the men and women who go and think, okay, I'm going to marry this village champion and bring them abroad, and so I can control them. That's one of the biggest mistakes you can make as a human being. It's one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Swampy area, welcome, darling. Welcome, sis. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Women should learn to put their own properties in their own names. Some men will shock. Yes. In this case, Annie, she had a joint, the title, the house, the deeds of the house were in her both names, the husband and herself. So it's only legally correct that she gets a share of it. I'm not expecting anything in return. I'm taking what is mine. Exactly, Russian bomb. Exactly. I'm taking what is mine. So the woman should leave the property because exactly, or should she or should stay because exactly. Why should she leave? And she's coming to get her property because her name is on it. She's put her money down to build the house, so it's 50-50. So legally she's entitled to that, but she shouldn't stay in the marriage because she's invested financially in the marriage. I'd say no to that. Okay, if you can't put the investment in your name, at least put it in your kid's name. You shouldn't settle for less. Like, seriously, if she stays, it means the money is what is holding her, not her. Exactly, Blanche, thank you for that point. Thank you for that point. So it's almost like she's compromising her own standards. Juicy, welcome, my beautiful sisters. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Atkins Diamond, welcome, darling. Welcome to the Bella House. I see you all. If we make them know that we will invest and need return, they will do anyhow with us. Yeah, and also if you tell somebody, if you make somebody understand that you're investing in them because you want them to, get this financial independence and pay back, they will do, people, human beings are human beings. They will pretend. YouTube, hi, madams. Welcome, madams. Thanks for joining today. You caught us in time. People would always, we're human beings. We are human beings. Like, seriously, we go pretend, forget what we want. People will hide their true personality. Just because they see hope, they see light at the end of the tunnel. They see that person like their source of redemption. So they would hide certain traits or personality traits just to achieve what they want, and you will see their true colors. And that's what I mean by people who go out there and think they want to go and get a wife from the village and bring them to the diaspora, invest in them, and then control their financial independence. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. First of all, to start with, when you bring a girl or a man from the village and you want to control them, they're from the village. They come to Europe, they come abroad, or they go to the city. They're enlightened. Okay, don't forget that they're enlightened. They start to see things differently. They start to question things. Okay, they're exposed to things. They interact with other people. They hear people talk about their own situations and they compare with theirs. And before you know it, their attitude will start changing slowly but surely. Okay, talk less of when they gain that financial freedom. You go see a different person we never ever see them before. You go see a different person. That's what I mean by don't invest and expect the return back, because that's what is killing a lot of us in our relationships. Human beings are not land. They're not fixed. They're not stationary. They can move. They can walk away. They can literally walk away. They can decide to say, I'm fed up in the relationship. I'm going to go away. And they have the right to do so. You cannot stop them. And I always say, if you're in a relationship where you feel like you've invested so much and you feel like you have to stay in that relationship, then you have to start thinking, are you actually suffering from self-confidence? Why are you short selling yourself? You don't have to short sell yourself just because you've invested in a relationship. Don't be in a relationship. And if you settle, like my sis Blanche said, if you settle in that relationship, in the case of Mercy Egbe's Mbanya, if she settled in that relationship, that man is going to know she's just settling. Okay, she's just settling, and will treat her, both of them, they can treat her any way they so please, because the man already knows her values, her standards. And if for any reason she were to stay, the guy is going to think, oh, okay, I got her right there. She has nowhere to go. She cannot live without me. And so they will treat her like a piece of trash. So do not look at investment and the investment you've made in a relationship and trade it for your happiness or compromise your standards for whatever reason. It's not worthy. Not at all. Financial independence is the ultimate for every woman. If it gives you the right to make decisions that affect their lives as a whole, it does. It does, sis, because I have seen it firsthand. I have seen it firsthand. Okay, where women become independent and they feel, I mean, you get that self-confidence, and also people around you will respect you. That's very, very true. Hi, Villa Mama. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Bella House. Man just wanted her for the popularity for his political career. Anita, I don't know about that. But if that's the case, then that's his business. But we're focusing now on this woman now, who people are actually encouraging to move back, because apparently she's invested a lot financially in the relationship. So they do not want her to lose out. It's almost like she needs to go back and take her rightful place because Mercy Egbe is just coming there to enjoy her hard labor. No, she's not having it. And no woman or man should do the same. Okay, because if you're in a relationship just because you feel like you have to settle for the fact that you've invested in that relationship, you're surviving and you're not living in that relationship. And your partner is likely to treat you as a piece of trash. Mama Alicia, welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Most women take marriage to be a poverty elevation scheme. Yes, I'm coming to that for our second example, Russian bomb. You took a sense, my sister. Empower yourself and stand tall like a boss if all shit goes wrong. Exactly. I made an example of my friend who said people were questioning her why she should have just 3 kids instead of more, because her husband is rich and wealthy. And she was like, I make the children that I'm able to look after, even if my husband is not around, you know? So that's what we should be thinking as women. So then my second case, so that's the case of Mercy Egbe and her husband and the husband's estranged wife. So that's that case where I'm thinking, do not for whatever reason, okay, compromise your standards or levels. Please like the video as you come in, please, guys, for the fact that you've invested so much in the relationship, because trust me, let that relationship just be as a gift. And I see it as a gift. Let me tell you guys, you'll be surprised, right? You'll be surprised. Anyway, before we go, Mama, welcome, darling. Before I continue, first of all, let me give this shout out to Bridget Benjamin Natural Remedy. Okay, I'm sure you all have seen it on Facebook, seen it on YouTube. If you don't know about it, it's a natural remedy for fibroids, for fertility issue, and for menstrual problems. So if you're a woman suffering or struggling with any of these issues, especially for those of us who want to conceive and have a smooth pregnancy, please contact Bridget Benjamin and get yourself one of our natural remedies to resolve all those issues for you. Why suffer when you have the solution right next to you? And then we have Magic Skincare. by Princess Tyra, or Keeping It Real. So if you want the perfect, unique skin tone, why not try Magic Skincare? She has got you covered, okay? Summer is around the corner. You want to glow and be the queen that you are. You want to really step in that sexy outfit of yours without worrying about all the blemishes or the discoloration of the face and legs and all. So check out Princess Tyra on Facebook, or you can contact me and I will link you up with her so you can get the perfect body combination that you so need. So yes, so we continue. So when I say it's a gift when you invest in that relationship, I mean it. I'll tell you guys a story. You'll be surprised to see that Bella, I have another side to me, like we all do, right? My very last physical altercation that I had, okay, was as a result of a man trying to take away clothes or things that he had bought for a friend who was just like a sister to me. Okay, so this guy was in a relationship with her and was very abusive, and she was going to walk away. And this guy said, I've invested so much into you, I've done this for you, I bought you clothes, I opened you a beauty salon, and I'm going to take everything. I'm going to take everything. And me being who I am, I wasn't going to sit there and watch this person humiliate my sister, or this friend who I consider so much as a sister. Okay, so when you're gifting them, it's theirs. It's theirs. So this person was going to humiliate her and was going to strip her naked on the street to remove the clothes that she was wearing apparently because he bought it for her. I wasn't going to have that. And that was the very last physical altercation I had. And I'm glad I had it. Okay, I'm not proud of it, but I'm glad I stepped in, because if I didn't step in, it would have been a humiliation of the first century. And we need to teach them that, or the men, or that man, I had to teach him that you don't do such a thing to a woman who's actually also invested in the relationship. Okay, she was part of that relationship. And if you give her something, it's hers. It's not yours anymore. A gift, it's a gift. Okay, it's a gift. It's same as the story of Kella, who wanted the shoes from Mr. Prescott because she bought it. Excuse me, it's not yours. It's not yours. It's his now. That belongs to him. Okay, when you gift somebody, a partner in a relationship, you invest in them financially, forget about it. Okay, unless it's a business that has your name on it. But if it's monetary value, forget about it. Oh yes, Anita, I did. I beat the living hell out of them. I beat, people were so shocked. When I'm angry, I'm one of those people where when I'm angry, I don't know where I get the strength from, okay? But I really don't want to do that anymore. I'm a mom now, so trust me, it's not good looking back. But during that time, that was what was needed, because if I didn't interfere, this sister of mine would have been humiliated, and I wasn't going to stand. I wouldn't stand and watch any woman go through any form of humiliation in public if I'm present. Trust me, I'm one of those. I will not. I will never allow it happen. So remember, any gift that you're gifting or investing financially in a relationship, don't expect a return back, because you are just setting yourself for failure. Now that brings us to the second case study for this topic. Now, there was a young girl on social media. I need to. There's a girl on social media. This young girl, one of these slay queens, okay, she had posted that she is only going to go into a relationship with a wealthy or very rich man or boy. She wasn't going to get married or, date any broke guy, so to speak. Okay. I know we all want to be comfortable in a relationship. Don't get me wrong. Nobody wants to get into a relationship where you are literally hanging your head above water. Okay, you don't want that. But for you to say you want only a rich person, you've got some issues. Okay. Not forgetting she's a slay queen, one of those who have nothing to show for themselves, but she wants a rich person. And as the story goes, she finally finds a guy on social media as well. And this guy was flashing all the world and champagne and, the fast and furious cars. And she fell in love with this guy. Few weeks into the relationship, they moved to Lagos, and Exactly. She's just a dreamer, my mama. She's absolutely just a dreamer. So just few weeks into their relationship, okay, both of them moved to Lagos. Oh, thanks, Mama Alicia. They both moved to Lagos, rented an apartment, okay, and they were living in that apartment. But what the neighbors noticed that this lady wasn't very sociable. She wasn't going out as much as the other neighbors were. You know, people saw her on occasions, and so there came a time where suddenly people didn't see her anymore. Suddenly people didn't see her, and they didn't see much of her fiance because they knew it was her fiance then in this duplex where they were living. They only saw him come and go, come and go, come and go. It was only after maybe a week or so, almost a week, where people were actually perceiving this odor coming from their duplex, and they were wondering what it was. And what had happened is this guy that this girl met on the internet, okay, he went to one of their babas, or the cultic spirit, or the voodoo spirit, and he was actually asked to look for a woman to sacrifice. So this girl was a victim. So that was his sacrifice, okay? And he was asked to sleep with this girl, with her dead body for 6 days, to be able to get rich, to get wealthy, okay? Exactly, Anita, you've got to work if you want to be comfortable. So this guy had killed this girl, took her body, laid it on the floor, and went ahead and rented a hotel, or was lodging at, in a hotel, and only came back as instructed by the spiritualist to spend the night with the dead body of this girl. And he had to do that for 6 days. Okay. These are on blogs. If Bella Powers has this on her vlog, I saw it also on other blogs. So this guy on day 1 slept with the dead body. Day 2 did the same. Day 3 did the same, and the neighbors were perceiving this stench coming out from the duplex, from the compound. Day 4 he did the same. It's day 5 he did the same. On day 6 he did the same and went back to the hotel where he was lodging. Okay, it was only because there was a nurse living in that duplex who actually could tell that the stench that was coming from wherever it was coming from was very familiar to her. It was almost that of a dead body, of a corpse. So they rang the police, and the police came, and they went into every apartment, came to this apartment. There was no one there, so they broke through it, and there was a body lying on the floor. Needless to say, this girl was killed. She was dead. Exactly, Atkins Diamond. The stories on yes, the world is wicked, Anita. How gross, Roshamom. Yeah, it is gross. So this girl was dead. So they went on a manhunt for this guy. They went on a manhunt for this guy and finally arrested him. They arrested this guy, took him to the police station, obviously, for interrogation and all whatnot. And you guys will be shocked to find out that this guy, like, completely vehemently refused that the girl wasn't his fiance. That was just a girl that he met. He doesn't really know her like that. That's what he said to the police officers. And while in custody, he was trying to bribe his way out. And he was saying to the police officers there that my money don't land. I shouldn't laugh. It's a sad story, but the confidence in which he was saying it, he said to the police officer he was going to give them 6 million naira to quench the case. Okay, and he said to them, my money don't land, meaning his money has arrived because he completed his 6 days ritual. And he was hoping that his money is going to arrive. And when the money arrives, the police officers are going to get their 6 million naira. I don't know if it was each. Obviously, the police officers decline it. And who knows, they only decline the police officer they see and fear. Who want to take 6 million from money that is gained out of some ritual act? Officer said, no, bam, 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 bam. Ganga, matu. Officer said, no way, I'm not taking it. So the officers refused. And that's the only reason why this guy was kept in custody. Pretty, my pretty sis, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, so this guy was trying to bribe his way out, but obviously the police officers were also scared for their life. Who wants to take money that's from a ritual activity? So they said no, and this guy is still in custody. Whatever is happening to him now, I don't know. But the lesson I'm trying to pinpoint here is directed to this girl, unfortunately. Okay. So she saw marriage or a relationship as her source of financial elevation, as my sister Russian Bomb put it. She wanted to invest in herself financially through a relationship. You know? I'm doing great, sis. I hope you're doing fabulous yourself. So she wanted to enrich herself through a relationship with a man. And this is not the first case we've heard. And I don't think it's going to be the last case. Okay. So many cases, we hear this day in, day out, but people are still doing it. She's seeing a relationship or a man as her only way out financially. She wants a man to invest in her. And this investment has gone wrong because now she was rather used as the man's investment. So she was used as part of the investment for the man because she was a human investment for the ritual. Okay. So I hope this information, I don't know why people, we hear this and people only, they want to be doubting Thomases. Several times we read this and watch this, but people are still doing the same. Le mariage n'est pas un fin en soi. Anite, I can only translate that marriage is not do or die. I hope that's correct. My French is not good. So she was trying to use a rich man to invest in herself to become financially strong. She wanted to live this life of affluence. You know, when you yourself, you're nobody, you haven't invested in yourself. What she should have been thinking or doing is invest in herself. My sister Annie Egalite, who is right under here watching me, she done a post, I say again, about women empower yourself financially, and she got a backlash. I was so embarrassed. I was so shocked when there were more women, you know, backlashing that statement. But no, it's absolutely important. You want a man to sustain you. Instead of focusing on a man to sustain you, focus on sustaining yourself. Focus on working on your own financial independence. Improve on yourself. Go to school or learn a trade. Gone are those days where women were just sitting at home and be baby machines. Gone are those days, because we women, okay, we are talking about gender equality, gender equality. It's the same. The men are thinking and looking at it in that light as well. The men are saying, okay, if you're saying gender equality, you've got to bring 50 on the table. I'm bringing 50. If you want equality, equality doesn't just suit you when you want it to suit you. You can't pick and choose where equality should fall. You can't pick and choose the domains in which equality should actually exist. And so for a woman to sit and say, I want to get married only or be in a relationship only with a rich man, you are setting yourself for doom. You are setting yourself for doom. Trust me, a man will probably say to you, I know some people say, oh, my husband says, stay, don't work. That's so wrong. That is so wrong. He may say, stay, don't work, but trust me, if he's not there tomorrow, what's going to be of you? And God forbid you have children to look after. What will become of you? Are you just living for the man, or are you living for yourself? Some of us, and the thing is, when you become independent, you gain some kind of admiration and respect from your man. That's the simple truth. I know of friends who have got respect and a different kind of admiration from their spouses and in-laws because they are financially independent. When they were just sitting at home and doing nothing, they were treated like a nobody at home. That's the simple truth. It's horrible. Till we women learn to work on ourselves, we will keep hearing this. Exactly, Russian Bomb. Equality is not only to talk. Empower yourself. That's what I'm saying. We keep saying equality. We need to be treated equally. What a man can do, a woman can do better. Do we only say that when it suits us? That's the question. that we need to ask ourselves. Some of us have become liabilities in our marriages or in our relationship. We are liabilities because the man has to look after us and look after our family members. Okay? If you can't bring something on the table, you're a liability. And it gets to a point where a man feels like he's just working non-stop, trying to look after you and after the immediate family and your extended families, family as well. We can't just sit and not empower ourselves financially and expect a man to invest in us. That's a lazy person's perception of life. That's a lazy person's way of looking at things. That's a lazy person's way of trying to resolve their own financial freedom. Instead of relying on a man, if a man says to you, don't go to school, stay and bear me children and I'll look after you, say to them, no, you have to go to school because you need, if you can't go to school, get into a business, do something so that you're financially independent to protect yourself. Because that marriage that you're in is not guaranteed. And that's the reason why some of us find ourselves in marriages where we are unhappy, in toxic relationships where we are unhappy, we are trapped. Because if we move out, what becomes of us? What becomes of us? And like this slave queen who sadly lost her life, when a man realizes that you are in it just for the money, trust me, slowly in the relationship, you become an invisible figure in that relationship. Because it's almost like you have no use. Like my late dad would say, like you're like a waste pipe, a pipe that has no function, no use. And no one wants to feel or be treated or love to be treated in that manner. So if you want to gain respect from any relationship that you find yourself in, you have to bring something to the table. Gone are those days that our parents would till the soil and our mothers would just stay at home and make babies. No, if we're fighting, we are saying that we are modern women and then we need to behave and act like modern women. We don't just wait for a man to invest in us financially. And most of us most of the women who do those are very lazy women who don't want to move their backside to do something for themselves. And they end up in body bags like this situation. And there are many girls who are out there still doing the same mistakes over and over. But for us who have the chance to change, we're still alive. Let's make the necessary changes that need to be made and save ourselves the embarrassment and save ourselves the tragedy of losing that financial source of income if it's taken away from us and we have nothing in our power to survive. She took the highway to the grave, my mama. Yeah. Working gives you respect. Yes. Yes, my mama. Anita, working gives you respect. That's what I mean. I know of people who were just sitting at home and asking money from their spouses. Everything they wanted to do, they would ask. And this person feels like they are a financial burden to them. You are a liability. Nobody wants a liability in their life. They may not tell you, but their actions will tell you. If not in the immediate instant, in the nearest future, you will find out that they're fed up with your attitude of just sitting at home and doing nothing and bringing nothing to the table. Yet you have women marching out there, equality for all and equality for all. There is, first of all, some self-fulfillment in having your own money. Absolutely, Russian bomb. It's your own money and no one can take it from you. You can do as much as you want. You know, nobody's going to question you. That's why I'm saying this. That's why you see the title Pay As You Go relationship. It's pay as you go because it's almost like the relationship can only survive if and only if there's an investment in it financially. Okay, like the case of the slave queen. For her, she needs only somebody that can sustain her financially or she's out. So everything stops when the money stops coming in. Okay, that's why sometimes also in relationship, people break up when they are going through hard times. People break up when they have their financial source of income is not coming, it's not forthcoming. And those are people who actually were in it just for the money, because the other person was probably pumping money into the relationship, and they felt like it was their responsibility to just sit there and enjoy the money. And when the money stops coming, they're out of the window. So when they stop topping up their financial bank, which is their tummy or their needs, they're out of the window. So they're living a pay-as-you-go relationship, so to speak. Russian bomb. When I get my pay, my shoulder grow more than my head. Because you know you earn it. You've earned it. You've worked hard for it, Russian bomb. And you deserve that money. And it's your money. No one can take it away from you. You decide how to spend the money. You don't just sit there and wait for somebody to come and invest in you as a person. Okay? You work for it. And that's what we need to learn. In a relationship, don't go or get into a relationship and focus so much on how much money you're putting into the relationship, or don't go for a relationship and think about only think about what is in it for you financially, because that's the danger. That is the danger, because it's going to take away the true meaning of that relationship. People will start losing that compassion, that understanding, that true affection, okay, that intimacy. And intimacy, I've said time without number, intimacy does not mean it has to do with tuma or in sexual intercourse. It has to do with that vulnerability, understanding the person and building that trust. I work my own money and spend it the way I want. No one tells me how to spend my money. I give a support hand to my husband too. Yes, sis. And I spend anyhow I want. Yes. But when we go into people, there are people who get into a relationship and they have nothing to show for, and they are just sitting there, and it's more like daily bread. G-Spot, welcome. Yes, sis. You are late. We're almost at the tail of rounding up. As you know, it's always an hour, maximum an hour, 30 minutes. But they just sit there and watch and wait for the husband to give them their daily bread. Who wants to live like that? You're living like a beggar in your own house. Some people say, my husband's money is your money. It's not your money. You hear a lot of women say that. My husband's money is my money. It's not your money. Like I said, we are human beings. We have emotions. Our emotions can change, our values can change, and they may not align with what it was before. And a man can change and decide to do anyhow. And if he's the only one providing for you financially, then you are screwed. When it's almost like you are living to please that man for the rest of your life, because you know if you don't, he's going to withdraw that financial investment that he's placing on you. So you're like an object in your own house, like a decoration. 50-50 is the way forward, G-Spot. 50-50 is the way forward. There's no equality without bringing the 50-50. The mother, welcome, darling. Welcome. Mine only. Welcome, darling. In this generation, please, women need to work. Thank you. Thank you. Women need to work. My sister Annie Egalite said, not working and just staying at home as a housewife is not a choice. You're just being lazy. You need to get something to do. Get some independence for yourself. Yvette Mokom, yes, darling, you are late. You can catch up later, darling. You can catch up later. I know how a lady would did cleaning. I know a lady would did cleaning abroad. When she became of age, she went back to her country. She's currently enjoying her pension back home. You know, exactly. And if she wasn't working, Anita, how was she going to get this pension? How was she going to get this pension? Okay. And also for those who are actually investing in their partners and using them as their money-making machine, it's not going to work. You will end up in a stalemate where one person is likely going to lose their lives. One person is going to lose their life. I brought you out of the village. I sent you to school. I invested in you. You're now a nurse. You're now a doctor. I expect you to account for every penny you're making because I'm the one that invested and sent you to get the career that you have and you're able to get a job. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. No one is going to be a pushover unless it's somebody who is struggling from self-esteem issue. Nobody is going to be a pushover. And even their pushovers, they can only take it for so long. They will not take it for forever. There will come a time when they say enough is enough. And that's why we see so many women moving out of their marriages, because their husbands are trying to control their pockets. And sometimes the husbands or the wives, they get so frustrated, they go and end up deleting their partners because you feel like I invest. Don't invest in a relationship if you're not willing to lose it all. I say it again, because that investment you're investing in the relationship, it's going to go wrong because you need to treat it as a gift and not expect your return. A human being is not a piece of land. It's not a fixed capital. It can never be. We have the choice. We can choose to stay or we can choose to go. And so when you're investing, put that in mind, that that investment is not for you. It's not necessarily going to stay. Queen E, humble opinion, welcome sis. Welcome, Queen E. So Queen E, all the comments here are true about being independent, but some women are not working, not because they don't want, but because they truly can't, due to one reason or another. The only reason why I would say a person can't work, Queen E, is due to some health issues. Okay, because that's the only justification that somebody can give me that I will believe in. If they say to me, due to certain health conditions, or which some people do, but there are certain health conditions that you cannot work, that you cannot fault the persons, you know. But to say you cannot work for some other reason, a lot of people say for kids. Come on now. Come on. Come on. There's so many ways you can work around kids to work. It's hard, but it's doable. If we don't do it, it's because we choose not to do it. I don't know any other reason as to why a woman wouldn't want to work. The most annoying one is when they say, my husband has asked me not to work. You're just setting your death trap. You are literally setting yourself a death trap by saying your husband has asked you not to work and you're just staying at home doing nothing. Because he has the knife and the yam. Your husband has the knife and the yam. And they can cut it in whatever direction or dimension, whatever shape they want. So you're literally at their beck and call. The mother says I should read her comment. The mother, hello host. Tata Monono, welcome darling. Let me read. Baby UK, welcome darling, welcome. The mother. What? Okay, the mother says, what can you say about a stay-at-home mother or father and their finances, especially in the diaspora? A stay-at-home mother, is she working part-time or is she not working part-time? Because I'm a mom myself and I live in the diaspora. I know how hard it is, the mother, for us parents living in the diaspora. It's so hard. But you've got to work around it. You have so many resources, okay? I used to be a full-timer, okay? I used to run a large team of people, but I had to cut back. Okay, I had to cut back, but still work. I may not be earning as much as I used to, but thank goodness my husband is actually, supporting with that. But I may not be earning, but I still earn my own keep. I have my own money, which is mine. And so for the parents who are in the diaspora saying house mother or house husband, It's risky for you not to earn your keep. It's very risky. You have day nurseries. It's expensive, but still, the both of you can, manage this, send the kids, the baby to day nursery, and you can go back to work. There shouldn't be any excuse why you can't go back to work in the diaspora. I don't know if I make any sense, the mother. I saw a comment from Villa Mama. Villa Mama said, gone are the days when women used to be passive recipients in relationship. Exactly. Women are now active participants. Reversal of roles in families now cause more women are now breadwinners in their homes. Exactly, Villa Mama. And that's why I say, if we are saying equality, 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 we need to, as women, step up to the challenge as well. We need to bring something to the table. You can't just sit at home and expect the man to work and work. He's not a slave. Your husband may be saying, oh yeah, it's fine, I'm looking after my family. Trust me, he's a human being. It doesn't matter how much he loves you. Love is never enough in a relationship. It doesn't matter how much he loves you. There will come a time where he's exhausted, he's tired. He's not going to be tolerant as he used to be, just because he feels like he's overworking himself and looking after a woman who is like a liability at home, So if we are calling for equality, equality should be all around and not just when it suits us. Please like the video as you come in. It's hard. Humble opinion is saying it's hard with kids. Sometimes it's not worth it putting kids in daycare to go to work. It depends on your circumstances, sis. It depends on your circumstances, because if you have a huge bill to pay, okay, so you're not moving every responsibility to your husband. So this husband has to look after you, your kids, and then also extended family members. And you're talking about the same income. In an ideal world, the mom is going to stay and look after these kids while the husband just works. But that's not the case, especially from us Africans. The responsibilities that we have are very wide. We have wide responsibilities, not just to our nuclear family, but to extended families. And that's the reality. As much as we want to stay and raise our kids 24/7, it's not sustainable long term. It's very stressful for one person, if you ask my opinion. Exactly. A stay-at-home mom has so many opportunities. Nowadays, you have so many things you can do online. If you must keep the baby, if you don't want to work from, if you don't want to work, away from, if you want to work away from home, there are so many opportunities that people have nowadays. A lot of people, especially post-COVID, are working from home. There are so many job opportunities that people can do from home. Why can't they do it? That's why I said there's no excuse as to why we have parents staying at home, women especially, and making excuses for not being able to work. Okay? And the man is the one feeling like they have to invest in the relationship. And when they're investing in that relationship, they expect you to give it back. And if you're not giving it back, that's when things start getting soured. Okay? Oh, it's all right, Juicy. That's what I mean. That's what we're talking about, Juicy. A woman has got to hustle. You're doing just the right thing, sis. You have to hustle. Crochet Squad, I think every woman must have something that gives her a bit of income. It can be a small business or part-time job. That's what I'm talking about. The opportunities are vast. The opportunities are so vast for us women to make excuses. We can't be making those excuses. We have to do something. If you don't want to send the child to a daycare, do something online. Do a course online that can allow you to have a job. They can work from home and still look after those kids. At least you're bringing something to the table. Okay? It's very important. I feel you are judging us stay-at-home mom. If your husband is not complaining, what is the problem? G-Spot, your husband, let me tell you guys something. The men will never complain. But like I said, they are human beings. And in a relationship, we are human beings. We have emotions. They may not complain now, okay? They may not complain now, but they could in the future. And also, G-Spot, you could be at home. It's not a judging of mothers, and that's what people always fail to understand. It's not a judgment of stay-at-home mom. It's like almost like a wake-up call to stay-at-home moms to say you can do something. And G-Spot says, this is a question I'll ask to you. Just think of a case. I'm not praying that that should happen, okay? It shouldn't happen. I don't pray for that. God forbid, or goodness forbid, something should happen to your husband, who is the breadwinner of the house. Okay. What becomes of you and the kids is what I'm saying. Have something on the side that if something should go wrong, at least you have some little anchor to hang on to. That is what I'm trying to say. We are here as women trying to empower each other. The men may not complain, but for you, are you happy just staying there because your husband is not complaining is the question. Do you just want your husband to invest in you financially and then you're bringing nothing to the table? It's the question we should be asking ourselves. It's a tough one. It's what you want, G-Spot. Think about it. It's not what your husband wants. It's what you want as a person. YouTube has a lot of videos to learn a trade and business. Exactly, greener pasture. That's what Mama said. Yes, I know of a woman that her husband asked her to work today, and if she asks him money, he will say she doesn't know how they work money. And that's what I mean. You know, you lose respect. Trust me, men find women who are actually bringing something to the table more attractive and respectful. They may not say it, but that's the truth. If you have conversations, if you have male friends, I grew up, I have so many male friends, they will talk to you. You will listen when they talk about women who work and women who don't work. You will compare the conversation. You will be so shocked. You will be so shocked. Thanks for your feedback. Sometimes the cost of daycare and someone raising your child isn't worth taking those few early years to be stay-at-home parent until they are of school age. My thought, yes, the mother is absolutely fine, whichever way you want to do it, but make sure you are doing something to, you know, for yourself. Stay-at-home moms, do something. We're in a generation where the opportunities are so vast. There's so many opportunities out there for us. Okay, so when you're staying at home, the mother, you can do something on the side. There are so many online businesses that you can do. Okay, you can work from home. You can do them. You know, there's the Juice Plus. There's Mary Kay. The General Overseer is advertising this software program that you can do, and you can actually work remotely. I mean, working from home. You can still work from home, but still controlling people all over the world. There are so many opportunities. We need to empower ourselves as women and men. It goes both ways. If you're a man just sitting in the house and being a liability, and the woman is investing in you, it's going to go wrong someday. And don't say, I wish I thought of it. You know, had I known, is always the last, like they say. Even when with my job, I'm still learning how to sew on YouTube. Exactly. People have made millions on YouTube since COVID, learning how to sew and selling on eBay or Vinted. There's so many things you can do. So many things. As much as some men can take care of all, there is this feeling when you are spending your own hard-earned income. This feeling is so different. Trust me. Thank you. Anita Bella, please read this. Please read this to stay at home mom. If you are a stay-at-home mom, please start a daycare at home. You can do a 6-month course online to be qualified nanny. Newspaper. Exactly. There's so many. The opportunities are vast, Anita. The opportunities are so vast that we can work from home. There shouldn't be any excuse unless you have a medical condition that doesn't permit you to work. Why can't you do something on the side? It doesn't mean if it's $10, £10, $100 a month. It's yours, you know? Even in my next life, I will never be a stay-at-home mom without me working my own money. I work my own money and I use my money the way I like. Grace, welcome. My mama is saying very true. The late husband can even leave tons of money, but you can never be able to manage that money if you don't even know how to make your own money. If you can't make money, how do you learn how to manage it? Simple as that, my mama. Thank you for that. Good point. 10% should not be if us 10% should not be judged. We all know of rainy days, and as a family we plan for rainy days. It's always good to plan for rainy days, sis. It's always good to plan for rainy days. But the rainy days, the money is there. But what about the moment? So you're thinking about tomorrow. Tomorrow will look after itself. What about the now? Please don't look at it as judgment. Please. It's not judging, sis. Please. It's not. I don't want you guys to see as judging. We have to be very realistic in life. Please. I don't want you guys to look at it as judging. This topic is about investing in the relationship and the investment going wrong. About people thinking they have to, when they invest in a relationship, they need to get something back in return. Okay. So you're now saying when your husband in the rainy days, something should happen in the rainy days, you'll be living on that money, and then you start figuring out how you have to go back to work. And then your husband, who is going to look after the kids? Oh, there's so many things you need to look at now. And why don't you even increase the amount of money for the rainy days to make life in the future more comfortable? Even the wealthiest persons on earth are still working and making money. The richest person on earth doesn't stop because they're rich. They keep working, so should we. As I like trouble, rich, let me stay at home, then I cause one of my problems. You use money to oppress me, it won't work. Let me be minting my my money in peace. Russian bomb. The mother, you actually put my point in a much better way. Exactly, sis. I know you guys, I don't want people to feel like it's a judgment. It's a matter of, it's a choice. It's a choice. And we need to remember, and I need to keep stressing the fact that as human beings, we are emotional beings, and things can change. When things change, our priorities may not synchronize with that of our partners as it were in the future. And what is left of us, the people, the partners that are not working, what's left of us? Okay? What do you want to do with your life if something should happen, if all the goals you had together, God forbid, were to be shattered in the future? What's going to be left of you? We need to do something on the side. I don't want a situation where I'm trying this, my aim, the purpose of this show is to make people realize that if you can, please do something and earn your own keep, because it's a guarantee that it's a guarantee that no one can take away from you, not even your husband. And it will be a support for your husband and for your family as well, Bottom line is, if you can't work for whatever reason at the time, get a carer certification in case anything happens and you need to get a job. Then you have the certification for you to do so. Thank you. It's about, we want to empower ourselves. We want to empower ourselves. Remember, I said investment gone wrong. When somebody invests on you, they have the power, they have the knife and the yam. They can cut it in whatever shape they want. That's the simple truth. As cruel as it sounds, that's the simple truth. What did you supposed to say? The only reason I went to school is to get money. So if someone as your husband gives you, enjoy it, sis. But your one is the sweetest. Okay, your money will be the sweetest of it all. No wages, but I can. We love all our sisters here and won't judge. Exactly. There's no way we're judging. It's not about judging. Which almost it's about, like I said, it's, tapping on each other's fountain of knowledge. We're here to improve ourselves, to empower each other. And so this topic is just, it's almost like for us to think. Let's think, because some people are just feeling comfortable being where they are, not working and just relying on their spouses. And it doesn't matter if the person is happy or not happy. The main issue here is we are human beings, and our emotions can fluctuate from time to time. Not that we pray for any relationship to go sour, but that's the reality. It can happen. When we get into a relationship, our end goal is to death do us part. Okay, and so when we have that in mind, we don't see these things that we are seeing now. Okay, as hard as it sounds, that's the truth. That's the simple truth. Rebecca Cosis, welcome. Oh my God, you're late. I think that having that education while being a stay-at-home mom parent is okay, because such a parent can always obtain a job in case something goes wrong in the future. Good. If something goes wrong in the future, it's good to always the mother have your education. Education, no one can take it away from you. Okay, something goes wrong in the future, you can jump in and have a job, but you can never plan. You don't know when that thing is going to happen. Okay, so why don't you just get yourself prepared for it? It doesn't matter how little it is. If you can do it, why can't? The truth is, we can all do it. We can all do it. Let's just remember, we are emotional beings and our emotions can fluctuate. That person that you think, I'm going to bring a topic, which is love enough? Is love enough? Because we're thinking, yes, they love us so much, they don't want us to work. They are happy. We are not working. They're giving us the money. But it can change at any given moment. And personally, I will not be comfortable if I'm not working and my relationship should go south. Because what do? I have to now struggle to get back on my feet and start from square zero. But no, if you're doing your own money, you're slowly saving to the side, little by little. Okay? That even if they were going to kick you to send you back to your village, you have enough money to pay back that huge bride price. Okay? Or you have enough money to rent a one-room apartment and stay there with just somewhere to keep your head cool and collected with your kids until you can sort yourself out. Okay? Please do something about it. We're not judging. I don't want any of my sisters here to feel like I'm judging them. I'm not judging them. I'm just saying, please be open-minded and look at these things critically. Bella, please read my last comment. Anita, what's your comment? Be careful, women, when you are not working. As when things go wrong, I hope you understand that your husband has full custody of your kids. God forbid, Anita, the husband can't have full custody of the kids. The women are always prioritized, especially when they are underage, to have custody of the kids. It doesn't matter if the husband is richer than the wife. The wife can always have custody, but the man is going to be the sole carer, provider, obviously. Yes, G-spot, it can always change when both partners are working, but there's the guarantee that both of you are working. You're walking out of that relationship feeling secured financially. That's the point I'm trying to make, G-spot sisters. I want you to be open-minded with this. Please, I'm not judging you whatsoever. I'm begging. I want you to be open-minded about this. Relationship can go sour regardless if you are both working. But if you're walking out of that relationship, you're walking with some financial security in your pocket. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying money. Remember, if you're watching or listening from the beginning, I said money is not a guarantee in your relationship. That investment, and if you're thinking that money is the guarantee in your relationship, that's when it goes wrong. Investment gone wrong, because we can always walk out. That your partner can always walk out. But if both of you are parting ways, what's your financial security in that? That's what you need to remember. It's very important, sis. I really am not judging anybody. It's a sister here trying to empower other sisters to say, you can do this. Let's do this together. It's hard work. Let's do this together. Okay. There's this saying that goes, you can't empower someone unless you empower yourself. Key point, empowerment. Truth is, even Truth is, even as parents, we can't empower our kids if we don't empower ourselves. Thank you for this powerful word, Queen E. Thank you. Self-love is important. Sisters, love yourself first by empowering yourself and taking care of yourself. Most definitely, Russian bomb. I disagree, Bella. Anita, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong though. I just feel like when they are young, the custody automatically goes to the mom. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I didn't do law. That's just from what I see happen very often. I could be wrong, Anita. So forgive me that if I'm wrong. So Anita was saying, in the case where the man is more financially stable, Sis Goretta in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I could be wrong, Anita. I'm sure you probably have more legal knowledge in that aspect. Please like the video as you come in. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. So I can't for certain put my foot down on it. So yeah, you could be right, sis. So if that's the case, and then that's even more the more reason why we should empower ourselves so that our kids are not taken away from us. I will take what's mine. Oh, these men are not to be trusted, Blanche. My mama is saying, not always, sis. If the man is proven not able to take care of the kids, they lose the custody of the kids. Yeah, custody is a tricky situation as well. Bella, if you are not working and your husband is in Europe, if he decides to take the kids with him, you have little or no say. Okay, okay. You are a liability and the government will not back you up. Okay. Okay. Okay, Sis Greener Pasture is actually attesting to that. Okay, that's the more reason why we need to work. Okay, that's the more reason why as women we need to work so that we don't lose our kids, and we know what it is for us women when our kids are taken away from us. This show is for mostly my sisters, but the men as well, because we know of stories where men are being maltreated because the woman feels like they own the man because they are the one investing in that relationship. Men, or you're staying in a relationship just because you have no backing financially. You're worried that if you go, what becomes of you? Okay, or you are getting in a relationship just thinking about what is in it for you. Anita, thank you for that enlightenment. I wasn't sure about that, so thank you. The mother is saying, what if the husband is the only provider? They have a joint account, own properties together, and always sit to make and take decisions together. What do you mean they have a joint account? As in, you're not working and your husband, you have a joint account together. Why would you even, as in, how comfortable are you like having a joint account when you're not putting anything into the account? Because I wouldn't feel safe doing that. I wouldn't, you know. And that's why I say sometimes some men will feel like you are in it just for the money. And to be honest with you, you're just empowering the man and you're having nothing for yourself. You're just sitting there and the man is doing all the work. You need to empower ourselves. You feel empowered when you're making your own, you're earning your own keep. It's about empowerment. Like one of my sisters has put it, the key word, empowerment. It's all about that. Okay, your husband can have all the money in the world. That's why you see sometimes people, when you're widowed, okay, if you're unfortunate your husband should die and you've not been working, your in-laws are on your backside causing you grief and saying you're just sitting there and enjoying the money that their son worked all his life. You don't want such rubbish said to you or thrown in your face. You don't want that. You know, I wouldn't want that for any of my sisters. So I don't know if I'm answering your question, the mother. But if the man takes the kids, Sis Goretta is saying, it means he will not be allowed to work, right? And then he will need to stay at home to continue taking care of the kids. He would have to work. He can work, Sis Goretta. That's what we say. We have so many opportunities. We can work remotely now. Okay, even if it means him changing his work, he can change his job and still work. He can work from home and still look after the kids. It's the same for the women. We can always, there's no excuse. There's so many opportunities for us to work and earn our keep and empower ourselves. Thanks, Atkins Diamond. Thank you so much. Queen E, my goodness. People who don't know, I will drum it till it reaches wherever it has to reach. Yes, Russian bomb. I know, sisters. I know. We have to empower each other. We have to. There'll be a time where I will pick a week where we're only talking about women empowerment, how we can empower ourselves as women. There will be a week. There are topics that some of my sisters have actually thrown at me, and keep them coming. Keep those topics coming that we need to talk about. And some has to do with us, women for women. Okay. We have to talk about that. It's very important. We keep empowering ourselves. Right. I think we have to probably just round up the show now. Please remember, as we've mentioned here, it's not judging anybody whatsoever. Sis Moreta has posted something here saying some in-laws are terrible. That's what I mean. They think if one is not working, it means you are eating all the man's money. I beg, better work or in-laws. That's what I'm saying. The queen's husband was a stay-at-home husband and he loves it. See, this topic is for both men and women. Oh, this is not only for women. Please remember that. This topic is for both men and women, not only for women. We have stay-at-home men. And I have an issue. Why should you stay at home? Work. You can do something from home. You could. That's why I say I'm going to bring a topic to say, is love enough? Is love enough? Because you say the queen's husband stayed at home and he loves him. Is love enough? Is that what matters in a relationship? Love. Is that enough? Okay, there's more to that. You know? It's a full-time job, sis, and we can get a part-time job on the side to earn our own keep. It's not easy, but we can do it. Relax, Yat. Welcome, sis. Welcome. Let's keep empowering ourselves. Let's not look at the relationship as a way of financial elevation, as my sister has said, Russian bomb has said. Let's not see our relationship to our partners or marriage as a way to invest in ourselves or our family financially. And also, don't invest in a relationship and expect to get a return back, because you are just setting yourself for doom. You're looking or staring at your own Waterloo if you're doing so, because as human beings, we have emotions. We are gifted with the freedom to choose, and we can always decide to give back or not to give back. We can always decide to stay in the relationship that the other person has invested in, or we can decide to walk away. So whatever it is, whatever investment you're putting in a relationship, look at it as a gift. And for whatever reason, before you get yourself into a relationship where you want to feel like you need to be a liability for somebody to invest on you, you need to start investing in yourself, if anything, so that if things should go wrong, you have a lifeline to hold on to. I really enjoyed this topic, and I really hope we've learned from each other. I'll end up by saying we don't judge, we empower. So thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you all. For the new persons, I hope you enjoyed your first time with us here. And for the returning subscribers, you all are the best. I really appreciate you all so much. Bella, rather than a joint account, my advice would be to put the money on your kids' account. Yeah, I mean, I'm not against the joint account as long as you guys have your separate accounts as well. So thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed the topic. We all know about thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you, mama. Thank you. We all know we're having the Positive Family, we're having the head-to-head chat show, which is starting next week, Tuesday, between Keeping It Real and Hotbox. It's an interesting one. You guys will get to know about Bella as well, a little bit about myself. But I'll tell my colleagues, be careful. If there's something you don't want people to know about, you don't put it out there. If only you want them to know, you can put it out there. But I would love for you guys to get to know me better, where I'm from, what I'm doing, how I find myself on YouTube. You know, what keeps me going, what keeps me happy, what gets me sad, and you know what inspires me every day, or those little things like that. I hope you get to know. Exactly, Greener Show. Have the joints, but have your own separate as well. So thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for joining today. I'm definitely looking forward to meeting you all next Friday, but we may meet up before the Friday, either through a video that I'll upload or come live just quickly. So I'm just going to give a shout out to everybody, every one of you that's actually made this show all the more interesting by being and contributing. I'll give all my sis here love and tough love to stay. Yes, Russian bomb, that's what we need. Tough love. So Greener Pasture, my sis, one of the most supportive sisters here in 237 YouTube Street. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Mommy CV Mensch, thank you so much for being here. Russian bomb, my backbone. What I could do without you. Thank you so much, sisters, for being here, for joining and always supporting your sister. Crochet Squad, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Thank you. Annie Egalite, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. I don't want to miss anybody. Grace Williams says thank you. Anita, thank you so much for the useful contributions. Blanche Ingram, please guys, remember that's our new Instagram sis, and YouTube sis, to go check out her channel. She has good content. Let's check her out. I've called my sis Grace William, and to God be the glory. Thank you for joining. Who else have I missed? Did I miss anybody? Juicy Scoop, the juiciest of them all, my juiciest sis. Thank you so much. Even Moko, my baby sis, Queen E, G Spot, Villa Mama, thank you all so much. Mama Alicia, my love, my boo, thank you so much. Mama Ma, it's been a pleasure having you on. Atkins Diamond, thank you so much. Pretty, my pretty sis. Sis Goretta, thank you so much, sis, for joining today. I really appreciate it. Baby UK, Tata Monono, thank you. All of you, I thank everybody. I hope I've called everybody. Who haven't I called? Humble Opinion, my sis, Humble Opinion. Please check out her channel, Humble Opinion. She's also a YouTuber and my personal sister. Please check her channel out. She's got beautiful content as well. The Mother, thank you, darling. Thank you for contributing and being very active today. I really appreciate it. My Thought, you're welcome, and always feel free to come. Rebecca Akko, sisters, thank you so much for joining. I call my Atkin Diamonds. Yes, I did. Queen E, the queen of them all. Thank you so much for joining as well. I hope I've called everybody. Get out of town. People will sit in their traditional herbalist corner and scream, get out of town. So thank you all, sisters. Thank you all, brothers, for joining your own sister today and having this amazing conversation. I hope you all enjoyed it thoroughly. I really look forward to join you all again very pretty soon. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week. I love you all so much. Mwah! Goodbye.